I'm open to neat tricks, Danny, because, you know, I'm an old dog. New tricks. And I'm French, so cliches are out the window and totally opposite with me. Good Sunday evening, everybody. A required cocktails with the commish, as we couldn't do coffee with the commish due to a long day. It's been 4+ hours of driving today. This was the longest weekend schedule-wise that was not a tournament. Or in a case, if you're a Phillies fan, it is champagne with the commish. Works for me. Drink them if you got them. Get to pouring. And EBC, that doesn't include that my wife, she did the trip yesterday, which was just south of Boston. So she had to deal with Boston traffic. I did not. I was going in a different direction today. So it was two of our farthest games away that were league related on the same weekend. It was, yeah. The boy played good, but when your team puts up a goose egg, you ain't winning anything. He did as good as he could to keep him in it, so he was battling. Speaking of battles, we've got one coming up for you here shortly. Yes, I'm talking about hockey, Danny. My son is in Premier Hockey travel team. First tournament of the year is next weekend, so I got to figure out how that affects us. It's a local one, meaning we'll be home every day, but we'll still be hanging out in hockey joints from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So as we were saying, we got a battle tonight in the American League East. First place Baltimore Orioles will be taking on the Toronto Blue Jays to end a series north of the border. Actually, no, I digress. That's going to be in the middle of a series, game 2 of the series, but the last day of today's sim. As this series will go Tuesday through Thursday, so Thursday will be kicked to Tuesday. Carry the one. You know how it goes around here.
Let's go while we're young.
We're as ready as we could be. Might set predictions tonight at how many yawns will the commish have? Oh my God. Left the house at 8:30 this morning, got back at 5:20. All traveling, all freezing my butt off. Oh, the over, I'd take the over easily. Heck, I would put a 0 before the point. I'd say the over under set at 40.5 is probably fairer. We are exhausted, so we will hope to still be providing you a good show tonight. You know what I mean? Let's do it.
Welcome. Come in. Fresh victims for my ever-growing army of the undead.
Sir, you have to let go of the button.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah, well, one of these days, get it. It is the Fluffy Kitty Ninja Show, home of the eMLB universe. How are you? Good to have you here. Good evening, everybody. It is Commish LB, as I am trying to remember how the heck to run this jalopy. Oh my goodness. Congrats again to the Philly fans in the chat. Yay, indeed. Hey, look at this. Look at this thing. eMLB Amateur Draft has officially been announced. Many of you are looking for when this puppy takes place. It will be November 11th, 6 o'clock. That's a Wednesday for those of you not keeping score. And no, Daylight Savings Time will not have been done yet. So this is Eastern Daylight Time, Wednesday night, 6 o'clock. We're going to do it as we've done it in the past. Round 1 is going to be completely in the can, pre-produced, and give you an opportunity. 2nd, 11th, what are you talking about? No, I probably, and give me a break, I'm tired. November 2nd, 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. 2 rounds will be done on that day. Rounds 3, 4, and 5 will be continued on Thursday the 3rd. And then the remaining rounds, which will be rounds 6 through 28 this particular year, will be carried over on to Stats Plus. So again, those will be the live portions. Round 1 will be the only one that's pre-produced, meaning teams are going to submit lists. And they're going to try to have to be as meticulous as possible with those lists so that they feel confident. But again, for the pop, the circumstance, and all the time and energy that I put into this shindig, especially the draft, you have no idea. Maybe 90% of what I do is draft-oriented when it comes to eMLB. Keeping the influx of talent going. You guys as community-created players, bringing in additional 1.0ers you have not seen yet, bringing in real-life players, as this particular pool will have players from the American League that are not in the file, or they were real bums and they were sitting in free agency, so I blew them up and started over. Why not? Give them a rebirth. That's the whole idea behind this thing. And then, of course, who will be this year's Jandy Ronson? I don't know. Got a one particular player out there you gotta think, just by name and what he did in real life in his first season, probably top 3. Gotta think top 3. That's probably very likely, but we will see. Bandy Gogson? What? And yes, it is Julio Rodriguez who is in the draft pool. I gotta move this over. I thought this was gonna land over on that side. It did not, so we'll step aside from that as we get ready for tonight. We're going to jump into this fairly quick. I'm in the interest of trying not to run until 11 o'clock. In fact, I'm really trying not to run past 10 o'clock, especially on a Sunday night when you've got the series finale of House of the Dragon. And the only reason that the wife did not use any 4-letter words on me today is because I took 8 hours, or 9 hours actually, and I did a lot of good stuff today. EBC, I see your boost. Congratulations, sir. I got that. So, gonna try to stay fluid tonight here so that we can go watch House of the Bearded Dragon. Yes, because our bearded dragon will be peeking his head out looking at the screen because he loves all the colors. He seriously does. I kid you not. So, all right, this is day 3 of the sim. So if you're watching in the Discord, you already know what is going on. Yeah, real quick, congrats to Benny the Jet Rodriguez. That's community creative player of Yankees Rings 27. You might want to let him know, Andrew. 374 average, 8 homers, 24 RBI, 17 homers on the season for him. Jack Carey for the Chicago White Sox. White Sox have won 7 in a row, coming into this one. Jack Carey getting Rookie of the Month for the American League. Brad Keller getting the top pitcher for the NL. Shohei Ohtani in the American League. Asher Kim gets top batter of the month, and Rafi Devers for the Red Sox gets top batter there. Also, again, congratulations to Giancarlo Stanton. Home run number 600 as a member. Well, he did it as a member of the Chicago White Sox. He obviously doesn't have them all there, but congrats to Giancarlo Stanton, who officially becomes officially in eMLB terms. Do I have to clarify? Who gives a crap about real baseball, right? Go Phils, right? And Phils, please beat the Yankees or the Astros. I am a Bryce Harper Phillies fan here at this point. Anyway, yeah, so 10th player in history to become the, hit the 600 home run plateau. To your TIE Fighters, as Kava sends in everybody that was watching over on Perfect Team playoffs that he was doing. Thank you, Kava. Appreciate you bringing over people. And of course, Kava is a member of our community as well in regards to a community-created player. Alrighty, gang. Time to go look. We're again day 3 of the sim, so it's the last day of this particular sim. As a courtesy reminder, I know I don't have a big crowd here at the moment, but if you happen to be here and you keep hearing us talk about CCPs and you keep wanting us to, you want to make a player. The whole idea is the way we do things around here, and I'm stubborn. I've been doing this for 22 years. Just Twitch didn't exist in that capacity. Otherwise, I would have been all over this like stink on poop emoji. You know what I mean? Got to make sure I dodge Daffy Duck. By the way, everyone say hi to your favorite censor on Twitch.
Watch your language, you bud. We're on the air.
Yeah, Daff. All right. Okay, thank you for all the sharings of the Discord, our YouTube channel, which again, we really want to heavily promote that to be boosted up as well as we continue to expand the thumbprint of eMLB. Here's tonight's action for day 3 that we'll be watching both live as well as elsewhere. Phillies will be taking on the Mariners in interleague action. Clay Holmes will take the hill for the Phils, 3-5 on the year. Logan Gilbert getting the ball for the Mariners. No record for Gilbert as he just came back from injury, if I remember. Went 5 1/3 in his first appearance on the year. Rangers will take on the Indians. We've got Cassie Thurman scheduled to get the ball. 5-3 on the season against Willie Whip Sentner. Sentner between both the Pirates and the Indians, 6-3 with a 3.12. Sentner looking pretty impressive in a rookie season here. The Orioles taking on the Jays. That is our game of the day or night in this particular instance, as this is cocktails with the commish for Sunday. Twins will have the Red Sox at Fenway Park. Brandon Woodruff to the hill. Twins have had a little bit of a falter here of late. They'll hope to turn back on track. Still 2 games ahead in the division as this is the first day of July. Can't you feel the fireworks ensuing, gang? Bob Tyler will take the hill for the Red Sox. He's 2-1 with a 6.85 ERA. Tigers will have the Royals in town at Comerica. Matt McClendon, 6-3 ERA, just south of 5. Will take on Michael Moore. Moore 4-4, just north of 5. 7-10 start from Comerica Park. And as a courtesy reminder, we've got 2 teams that we are unfortunately in an inactivity situation, and with the draft coming on November 2nd, we need to have all hands on deck, and inactivity cannot be permitted. So, Tigers will be considered completely vacated and available as of the next sim on Tuesday. I still did not get anything from Charles. I don't want to replace either of these guys. They are instrumental. They have been great staples to this community. Charles Williams and his positive energy has been absent for more than 2 months. I know he does not have an actual residence of late. I know he also is in an area affected by Hurricane Ian. None of us who have the ability to reach out to him have heard from him. So we worry for his well-being, but at the same time, our game and our model, our business model here at eMLB must unfortunately go on. So as of this moment, it is extremely likely, I'm going to say to the end of the sim. Who knows? Maybe Charles surprises the hell out of us. But if this sim goes by and Charles does not make an appearance in chat, unfortunately, the Rays will be considered open effective immediately. I hate to do it. I don't want them, but we must move on. Oakland will take on the Astros. That's a battle of polar opposites in the American League. Astros 53 wins on the year. Oakland has lost their last 6, only 20 wins on the season in 78 games played. Frankie Montas has 3 of those wins. He's 3-3. He'll take on Forrest Whitley, who's 4-0 at Minute Maid Park. Yankees will have the White Sox over in Chicago. Omar Fernandez is 5-5 on the year. Donovan will oppose him. Donovan 2-7 with a mid-5 ERA. Angels, Dodgers, the Battle of Los Angeles. Ooh, should be a fun one. Julio Urias will get the ball in that one. The lefty's 2-2 on the season. He'll take on the shoeless one, Sean Clisby. Clisby, 10-2, 3.44 ERA. That one is in Anaheim at 10:07 out west. In the National League, we've got the Rockies taking on the Giants. Jandy Ronson, the real deal, 12-1, 2.67 ERA. The lefty will take on Nick Lopez. Not Nicky, the second baseman. Nick Lopez he'll take on, who's 4-1 with a 4.34 ERA. Mets will have the Marlins. Marlins have been playing well enough. Mets, not so much. We hear rumblings of some big trades possibly happening. Stay tuned to the eMLB Sportsnet, which is located in the Discord, for more information on the latest trades being done by the Mets here. Mason Engler will get the hill. Hasn't pitched terribly, but the record, of course, will not reflect that. 0-3. Sandy Alcantara, 7-6 with a 4.24 ERA. That one is in South Beach at 6:05. Pirates will have those Rays, and again, as I said, the Rays will be considered an open team if Charles does not appear in tonight's broadcast. So I'm praying in chat that Charles will show up, but as of this moment, he isn't. Efrain Contreras is on the hill, 5-4, 4.77 ERA. Cody Koshin will oppose him. The two-way star is 3-4 with a 4.28 ERA. That one's at PNC at 7:05. Reds will have the Brewers in town. Walker Buehler having a really solid year, 8-3. Victor Munoz will oppose him. Munoz hasn't pitched terribly, so should be a good pitching matchup. 7-10 from the GABP. Cubs will have the Nationals. Ty Madden, we saw in a last broadcast, he's had a bit of a struggle of late, and he does not pitch as well at home. But Madden, maybe the most interesting undefeated pitcher in the majors this year, 7-0, 4.11. Will take on Alberto Sojo, who had that sweetheart year last year with the Cubs. I won't say he's holding serve, but he's still pitching adequate enough to keep getting the ball when the fifth day comes. Sojo 4-3, 4.33 ERA. Full house, 4s over 3s. Kind of weak. Cardinals will take on the Diamondbacks. Jimmy Hernandez to the hill, 2-5 with a 4.03 ERA. He'll take on Tanner Burns, 5-4, 3.58 ERA. Cardinals are looking to go 5 games over 500. That would make them 7 games over 500, which tells you they play better on the road at the moment than they do at Busch. Final game on the calendar is behind my big old head, and that is the Braves taking on the Padres. You've got Ian Anderson to the hill, 4-5 on the year. Jacob Nix has been another one of those guys who might be more of a benefactor of good offense when he's out there. 5-1, 5.09 ERA. That is a 10-10 start from Petco Park. All right, that is your action around the league for this final day of this particular sim. We're going to go to Toronto, which, unless the roof caved in, there will be no form of rainout or cancellation in this one. But it's out of the park. Anything's possible, right? Not today. Thank goodness. All right, let me remove myself so you guys can see the potential matchups here. Let me also, we got wind blowing out to center here. 69 degrees here north of the border. It's going to be a blowhard day here for both the Orioles and the Jays. First time we'll get to see the Jays all season, so happy to have Harris Money here in chat for today's game. Let me set this up as seen. Please let me know, and yes, I know I've got to make massive changes here, Brendan. Don't forget to whisper to me as well. Massive changes because a righty was first in there. The pitcher will change in a moment, so pardon the massive overhaul, gang. We're going to start Ryan McKenna. The Berwick, Maine native is going to move to the number 1 spot. Buster Bluth will slide up to the number 2 spot, playing third base. Shervin Newton is not even playing today, but Will Smith. You gonna say Will Smith? Khalil Lee, the lefty, will take on the lefty. Spence will hit 5th. Andrew Vaughn, the recently acquired, will play in place of Nate Lowe today. Excuse me. Everyone, say it together with me. Anyone but Madrano. Just kidding. Just kidding. Ray Ornelas to center field. Grant Townsend, no soup for you. It's Reggie Lawson who's going to get the start here today. 5th career start for him. We'll talk about him in a moment. Look at you guys betting before you even know where the heck everyone is. Madrano has a t-shirt with "Hit It Here" on it. That sounds about right. Those who don't get the running joke we have about Madrano, dude had, 3 errors all last season in the regular season, and then he proceeded to have 5 in postseason play. Dude was just an error machine. He just went all Chuck Knobloch on us. All right, so Toronto. First off, Joe Boyce, the left-hander, is getting the start over Donovan Graves. Lyle to left, Merriman center, Moriarty is in right, Cousins, Williamson, Jordan Cage. Hey, JR, are you here? Richard Arena, Diego Cartaya, and the dancing man, Danny Kelly. All right. All right. Madrano was sexy play of the day, then he became Steve Sachs. That's probably an even better reference than Chuck Knobloch. All right, gang, there is your matchups for today's game. Here's the part of the show where you can embrace your inner Pete Rose and you can bet on today's games. If you can hear my voice, you can bet on this game. Oh, are you kidding me? Hold on a sec. I'm trying to set up. Apparently, I'm going to have to do it from a different screen. All right, that was the last one. We're going to change this. Hold on. Yes, eMLB wants you to be a Pete Rose. Just don't lie to this commish, please. And thank you. All right, here's what you do. If you hear my voice, you can bet on this game. You're betting balls of yarn, which of course are the currency of the Fluffy Kitty Ninja Show, the lifeblood of the eMLB universe. For those of you actively interested in working on your player, balls of yarn are very imperative to getting that done. For every 1,000 balls of yarn you possess, you can trade those in by using exclamation boost, B-O-O-S-T that is, and you can get a boost on your player. That'll give you a +1 boost to your account. But some of you just so happen to love playing with your balls.
That's what she said.
Hey, balls of yarn, come on. And when you hold them for a long time, no, they don't get sweaty, but they accumulate and they have more value. So you can use exclamation mega when you have at least 5,000 balls of yarn. And though it's the price of 5, you'll get a boost. You'll get an extra one. Look at Harris Bueller. He's right on the cusp of greatness. 100 balls of yarn away. Get to crafting, sir. And no, you cannot use your craft store supervisor discount. When you got 5,000 balls of yarn, you can trade those in and you will get a +6 to your account. He said 69.
Yeah. And then he said, blowing.
I guess I'll have to process that one, Pug. It might be over my wee little brain. Rob, deer in the headlights. We'll go for the boost as well. Congrats, sir. Now let's get those boosted in. We got to get those credited in. Okay, now I get it. Shut up, Beavis.
Are you threatening me?
All right, gang, here's how the bets work as I'm done goofing off. You can bet in the first inning. Before the end of the first, here's what you do. In chat, write down which team you think wins. You can use the acronym BAL for Baltimore, TOR for Toronto. But include a number, and so you know what the number is, you're trying to figure out how many runs will the winning team score. Doesn't matter which team you pick, just how many runs you think are going to be scored between these two teams tonight. Here's how it works. You put a bet in before the first inning is done, and if you pick the right team at the end of the day, you're going to win 75 balls of yarn. You can put bets in during the second inning, no problem. It just means you don't get as much opportunity. You can only get 50 balls of yarn for picking right then. Your last chance to bet in tonight's game is going to be before the third out of the third inning, bottom of the third, that is. And if you get the right team winning this game, you will win 25 balls of yarn. Austin Wedgie, hello, sir. We are good. Austin Wedgie's player, Austin Lynch, part of that pretty monumental trade that just took place between the Brewers and the Dodgers. Austin Lynch. Sean Paxflair is officially sleeping with the enemy, as he just gifted a sub to the recently acquired, now Los Angeles Dodgers, Austin Wedgie. Again, him along with D-Mac, Darius McKenzie, and kind of number 4, number 5 guy, Javier Felix, on their way to the Dodgers, or now there, with a huge slew of players going over, in particular 4 top 100 players. Basically, the Dodgers emptied out the kitty and sent it all to Milwaukee. We'll see, Ken. We'll see. I will get done when I get done, but of course the wife will appreciate if we can actually watch House of the Dragon tonight. So anyway, again, for Austin, don't forget, you've got 225 balls of yarn right now, but don't forget, you can bet on this game. So while you're here, pick which team you think will win. First place Orioles or the home team Toronto Blue Jays. So put either BAL or TOR in the chat. And include a number, what you think is the winning score for tonight's game. Remember, 75 balls of yarn if you pick in the first inning.
Does not wear a bonnet.
Oh, Brendan gifting a sub. Where'd that land? On the R-Sump. Evil does not wear a bonnet, but R-Sump does. Because one got put there. Can you buy a boost? So, technically speaking, yes. There's one way to earn balls of yarn towards a boost. When you have 1,000 balls of yarn, Austin, you can trade them in for a boost. If you wish, you can... I try not to sound like I'm encouraging like a pay-for-play environment, but again, any support of the channel, it's the least I can do in kind. So if you gift a sub, if you give at least 500 bits, which is the equivalent of $5, or even just use my donation button for a minimum $5. Those are all ways that you get a boost to your player. Every increment of 5, multiple of 5. In the Discord, I have a section called How to Earn Boost, also non-monetary ways. Just your time here. Look at channel points, Austin. If you have at least, well, you're only 7 hours here, but if you get 10,000 channel points, then you can spend those in and get a boost as well. Many ways that your time is rewarded, but of course, if anybody ever chooses to share some of their hard-earned money, it's the least that I can do. Don't forget, those runs that you choose, they can't hurt you if you're wrong. But the number you choose for the winning score tonight gets you 50 bonus balls of yarn if you're right. So in Austin Wedgie's case, whether or not the Orioles win, if the winning team gets 8 runs tonight, he gets 50 extra balls of yarn. Here's your matchup tonight. First place Orioles in town for the middle of a 3-game series against the Toronto Blue Jays. Here, first look at the Jays on national broadcast.
Wear a bonnet!
Attica, gifted a sub again. Thank you, sir. This time, Sliver will get it. Did we start a choo-choo? Choo-choo! All right, gang, I'm also figuring out that tonight... Tonight from here, you see your matchups.
Evil does not wear a bonnet!
Puggy! Also throwing a bonnet around and landing on Tio Nunn. Is it wise to throw a bonnet on a nun? Just asking for a friend. 8 years of Catholic school and all. Here is my other prediction. Remember, we're now allowing you to do predictions for the next half hour. I'm going to do it longer because I want to get more people involved. We're going to do another over-under tonight. 17.5 hits between both teams today. Taking the over or taking the under on today's bets. Again, between both teams combined, 17.5 will be the set. So let's see what you guys think. Again, this is for hairballs, which are channel points. Tossing on a bonnet on a nun isn't bad, but you'd rather make it a habit. Okay. All right, let's do this. It is the eMLB game of the night. Orioles in town, 10 games over 500. They'll send their lefty starting lineup, which means the Berwick native Ryan McKenna front and center. The left fielder hitting .257 on the year, has hits in 4 of his last 5 games. He'll lead it off in left field for this one. Tio Nunn, hello. Congratulations on the gifted sub. If you got a gifted sub and you want to make a player, remember our draft is right around the corner. It is as close as it could be. Let's see if this button works. It sort of worked. It didn't work by carrying it over. If you just got a gifted sub, or if you've been here and you've never created a player, you want to be a part of this because we make a big deal of it. It's a 2-day show. Get your butt into our Discord, get a player made, and I mean get it made in the next 24 hours because it is last call. The draft is going to be official basically on Tuesday night. We got to give the league an opportunity to put together their scouting. their draft strategies, etc., etc. Baltimore Orioles in town. Ryan McKenna will lead it off in left. Buster Bluth will be over at third base. The two-time All-Star and the three-time Gold Glove winner over third. Will Smith is your catcher, batting third. No, not the slapper. This is the catcher. Khalil Lee, the left-handed Khalil Lee, will bat fourth in the cleanup spot. Lee's hitting .318 against lefties this year. Can we have more than one? What do you mean, to make sure I understand? Oh, more than one player? Yes, you can have up to 5, but you can only have one player per draft. So Austin, as an example, the gifted sub you just got, you could use that to create a player. Or if you want to save that and use it to a boost, if you have 5,000 channel points, also known as hairballs, you have a non-GM create a player option that you can use as well if you wish. Nick Spence is at short, batting fifth. He's got hits in 3 of his last 4. Andrew Vaughn has a modest 6-game hitting streak. He'll bat 6 as the DH today. Tony Madrano, well, we pick on him about his faux pas that he had in the playoffs last season, but Madrano just 2 errors and 119 total attempts between second and short this year. So looking more in the regular season form, Madrano batting 7th over at second tonight. Michael Busch will slide down to the number 8 spot, improving in the month of June, hitting .229, but still just barely over the Mendoza line. First baseman will bat 8th tonight. Ray Ornelas from Mexico, member of the eMLB On the Show universe, struggles on the road, barely over the Mendoza line. 1 per draft. Yeah, well, that's why we're limiting 1 per draft going forward. We're not trying to pick on anybody. We just want to make sure that we share the love. Punk got a +3. People spending their hairballs. Punk gets 1. J.R. Frankenstero's going to get juiced.
Steroids! Let's talk about steroids! Can we talk about steroids?
Hi, Coach. Reggie Lawson will get the start on this one. The 28-year-old from Victorville, California, will make his 5th career start. His last start was back on June 26th against the Rays. 3 1/3, gave up 3 hits, 1 earned run. He walked 1, and he struck out 7. Remember, he only went 3 1/3, and he went Godzilla mode in that game. Reggie Lawson getting the start today for the Orioles. For the Blue Jays, first look at them on the national broadcast this season. Dalen Lyle, the rookie, one-time 9th overall selection back in 2023. Had an excellent 10-game hitting streak. He'll lead it off tonight in left. Jose Merriman, 2023-24 Rookie of the Year, has a 5-game hitting streak. When he gets on, he is tough to catch. 22 consecutive stolen bases going back to September last year with the Rangers. He's in center, batting 2nd. Rookie Ed Moriarty struggles here at home, but he has been improving still. 13 home runs for the rookie. He'll be in right, batting 3rd. Veteran Dylan Cousins will bat 4th. Member of the 2022 World Champion Houston Astros. Ugh, I know it's 2022. Really don't want that to happen, but que sera, sera. Cousins is your DH, batting 4th. Theodore Williamson, also known as Kid Splinter, 5th overall selection by the Rangers back in 2023. Got a 3-game hitting streak coming in tonight. Williamson, community created player of Harris Money. He bats 5th tonight at 1st. Another community created player, Jordan Cage, product of Jared Rollins, that is, the Mets not the Mets, sorry, the Reds GM. Oh my God, where'd that come from? JR will kill me for that. Okay, I'll get better on that.
You idiot.
Oh, that's for sure. Jordan Cage is a GM-created player who wants his player to play elsewhere so he can enjoy it, and Jordan Cage has really had a good month of June. Cage, 4 home runs all year, all the month of June. He's carrying over a pretty solid streak. He'll bat 6th, over at 2nd. Richard Arena has a 6-game hitting streak himself. The 30-year-old will bat 7th, over at 3rd. Diego Cartaya, hard to get a bag on him. He has thrown out 15 of 35 runners on him this year. That's a 43% rate. That is way above the average. Run if you dare on Cartaya. The Venezuelan will bat 8th and behind the dish tonight. Betting 1 ball of yarn, Jason? That's interesting. Finally, Danny Kelly, the dancing man who makes it look so easy at short, hitting 289 here at home this year. The shortstop will bat 9th this evening. Joe Boyce, second start on the year, was generally being a follower. You're new and old. That's good. Generally being a follower, Boyce, 19th overall selection back in 2024 out of Ole Miss. 1-0 on the year, 2.56 ERA. And comes into this one with 6 scoreless innings in his last appearance. That's your matchup for tonight. Continue to put your bets in as you can. We are hoping every time we put the bets on that we will break a record. So we would love your participation on that part of the show. Let's get to Rogers Center. First time we go north of the border this season. Let's go. Good evening, everybody. Commish LB here with you. Widgets are widgeting. I love it, although we've got to change the view because you can't see several other people. Let's go wide camera here. Ugh, that's even worse. I hate that camera view. Home plate camera? No. The cameras are horrid. Blimp camera is even worse. We're just getting a no good view here so we can see our players, right? Well, we'll go default. Unfortunately, we've got players hidden. Ugh. You widget. Tell me about it. Pirate with a boost. Congrats to Pirate. Good evening, sir. How do you fit a blimp in the dome? You don't have the dome closed, right? Point of immersion. Do the higher ranked draft picks get an invite to be live at the draft like the NFL and such? Yes and no. I've done that. We don't really need the weather. Okay. All right. Well, remember, the wind is blowing out, so let's do this. I'll turn that widget off. Wind is blowing out tonight at 14 degrees. You watch, Brendan. I finally get the widgets working where they want. I'm going to turn them off, and the widget's going to be like, show you bunkety bunk, there's a record, dirty Turkish back flat, pretty much. And not happy with me, you know. All right. Anyway. Most importantly, are we getting a pre-draft show? God, I hope so. That would be great. Do we want to just go, well, modern 2D view is even worse. Classic 3D view? I don't know how classic 3D view looks. Ugh, that's worse. Cancel. Go back to modern. I don't know. I just wanted to try to get something that worked better. I guess we'll go wide for this evening, gang. So you can see things better. This way, I'll turn this back on. See? Now it's like, you want to turn me back on now? Forgo. So much for that. Yes, this is why I will be on until 10:30 tonight. Because widgets are like, you want to work half-ass? All right, we'll show you. Yes, draftees were interviewed. We got several different options for you. Let's go. It's Commish LB calling tonight's action for you between the Baltimore Orioles, first place in the division, 10 games over 500, and the Toronto Blue Jays, who are 12 games below 500, 32-44 on the season. Let's look at the defensive alignment for the Jays before we get underway. Dalen Lyle will be in left field. Jose Merriman is your center fielder, and Ed Moriarty is over at third. Richard Arena is your third baseman. The dancing man, Danny Kelly, is at shortstop. Over at second, Jordan Cage, and first baseman is Theodore Williamson. Catching tonight is Diego Cartaya. Reminder, all ratings you see are scaled 1 to 20. They aren't the true ratings, they're just the scaled ratings. Boy, you guys get sick and tired of hearing me talk to you about that when you're boosting. It's so funny how people get confused and not naming names. Several of you, not just one, several of you always thought, hey, if I boost this 3, I'll go from a 17 to a 20, right? No, we'd all be gods. Why are we doing this then? That's too easy. Anywho, on the hill tonight for the Jays. Left-hander they drafted back in 2024. 19th overall selection. It's the left-hander, Joe Boyce from Carmel, Indiana. He was drafted out of Ole Miss back in 2024. Makes his second ever start. He's been acting as a follower more often than not. It's his 15th appearance on the year, 1-0 with a 2.56 ERA. Wonder who might have done that recently, Kamish. I told you I'm not naming names. Several of you have done it. You missed the part where it says it's not the true edited ratings you're looking at. You're seeing the scale. You can figure out the math all you want, but the whole idea is a level of secrecy for the league, you know? Trying to have integrity so that the scouts are worth it. Otherwise, we'll just go 100% ratings, right? Right. All right, 2.56 ERA for Boyce. 31 2/3 innings of work this year. He's gone, given up just 21 hits, 10 runs, 9 were earned, 3 have been home runs. He has walked 13 and struck out 34. Again, the left-hander throws upper 90s, mid-upper 90s with a fastball. Works a curveball and a changeup in there as well. And yes, please, no spoilers. If we go past 9 o'clock, don't even say an effing thing. I will time you out if you say anything and I'm not done, because the wife is going to patiently wait for me. That's why we are jumping on this now. All right, let's get this game underway. Ryan McKenna is coming into the box. The Berwick, Maine native, 29-year-old, is hitting .257 on the year with 3 homers and 24 RBI. As a reminder, Cody's a spoiler. No, that's not the reminder. As a reminder, if you're not here or wondering what the heck is going on, this is a community, it's a traditional online league with a mix. It's a hybrid. I am just the commish. I do not run a team. I am here to tell the story and entertain you, but I am not making the decisions that you will be seeing in this game. Tonight's decision makers of my 30 GMs, soon to be 32, as we will announce the 2 expansion teams. The worst secret in eMLB. The Montreal Expos are one of those teams. Team 32 will be announced next Sunday at the eMLB All-Star Game. 1 week from today, we will announce where the 32nd team will be located then. All right, so in Baltimore, it's Brendan McGuirk. Brendan, 3499 is your Baltimore GM and manager for today's game. He's calling the shots for the O's. And Toronto, it is Harris Money, also known as Harris Bueller. Bueller. Sorry. Kind of run into that. Cody with a quick bet and run. We love it. All right, McKenna, ready to go. Instructions are in. When no one's on base, we'll go right to the result. When the runners are aboard, we'll go pitch by pitch. Clink, everybody. Remember, don't forget, you can do a prediction on the hairballs. You still got some time to bet on that. Pretty even so far. Most are thinking we're going to have more than 18 total hits tonight. Let's see as we get this one underway. 0-2 count coming to McKenna. Grounded too short, deep in the hole on the second base side. Jordan Cage showing the range, showing the glove, making the play to retire McKenna for the first out. Good work from Cage to get us underway. That'll get us the number 2 hitter. It is Buster Bluth, 26-year-old from Sacramento, California. Number 1 overall selection in the 2019 draft. Switch hitter is hitting .300 on the year with 9 home runs, 41 runs batted in. Warsaw, Virginia has announced that their bid to be the 32nd team in eMLB has been rejected. I don't even think they were in consideration. Portland, Oregon will always be passed by MLB for a team. Well, most likely. 1-2 pitch to Bluth. Checks the swing up. They appeal and they say he got him. Bluth broke the plane. They say down at first he will go down for the first strikeout on the day by Joe Boyce. And with 2 outs now, Will Smith, the catcher, not the actor, nor the pitcher, will be the batter. Smith, 31-year-old from Louisville, comes in 288 this year. 7 home runs and 25 RBI. 4 of his home runs this year have been against left-handers. The Brown one. 3-1 pitch. Grounded over to first. Good play there by Williamson. Sees Boyce covering, hands it to him. Side is retired. Quick 1-2-3 inning for Joe Boyce. Good work from the rookie. We'll go bottom of the first. No score for the Orioles. Here come the Jays here on the game of the night. Bottom of the first here in Toronto. Let's look at the defensive alignment before we continue with tonight's game. Left field will have Ryan McKenna. Ray Ornelas is in center field, and Khalil Lee is in right. Gold Glove winning Buster Bluth over at third. Nick Spence is your shortstop. Anthony Madrano. Tony Madrano is at second, and Michael Bush is over at first. Behind the dish tonight will be Will Smith. On the hill, again, the opener for tonight's game, the 28-year-old from Victorville, California, Reggie Lawson. Reggie Lawson making his second start on the season. It's his 8th appearance overall. 5 career starts for Lawson. This season, he's 1-0 with a 5.19 ERA. Just 8 2/3 innings of work done so far. Allowed 8 hits, 5 earned runs, 1 homer. Walked 3 and struck out a pretty solid 12 so far, including 7 back on June 26th, the only other start he had this season against Tampa. That gets us ready to go. Jays will send their first batter into the box tonight. 23-year-old Dalen Lyle from Louisville will come in. Lyle, 10-game hitting streak entering play tonight, hitting .341 with a double, 3 RBI and 5 runs scored over those 10 games, bringing his average up to .276 on the season with a homer and 17 RBI. Well, Tim, I can tell you one thing. It's not going to be Las Vegas, because we're leaving that open for the assumption that Oakland will become a Vegas A's or something like that to some point. 0-2 pitch. Lyle swings and misses as he gets fooled with the curveball.
I cannot hit curveball. Straight ball, I hit it very much. Curveball, that's all, Fred.
Reggie Lawson showing those strikeouts he had against the Rays were not a joke. Gets his first strikeout here, Dalen Lyle, for the first out of the game. 1 out now, Jose Merriman, the 24-year-old from Davidson, North Carolina, 1.0 legend. Continuing to look pretty impressive here in his time so far. Third season in the majors for the former 2024 Rookie of the Year, hitting .293 this season with 5 home runs, 25 RBI, and 22 consecutive stolen bases by Happy Joe, going back to September 15th, 2025. .3-1 pitch. Gonna miss just outside with ball 4. The curveball does not catch the outside corner. Merriman will find first base again. 22 consecutive steals, 14 for 14 this season alone. That'll put Ed Moriarty into the box. Moriarty, the rookie from Pensacola, Florida. The 25-year-old is hitting .236 this year. He's got 13 homers and 45 RBI. He has struggled here at the Rogers Center, just a 186 average in 140 at-bats. Don't forget to put your predictions in if you want to risk some hairballs. Hairballs, again, are the Twitch channel points that are now usable to get boosts or for GMs to get cash. Attica with his bet for the day. First pitch to Moriarty. He's going to go right after and swings it straight back for strike one. Denver, speaking of team cash. Mets have their dough. The 0-1. It's going to lift it towards right field. Chasing after it, still going after it. Screw the graphic. It was nowhere near Lee as it drifts out of play. Count stays alive. No balls and 2 strikes. Hi, Cito. Cito, isn't this your team? Aren't you in the minors? Got to get your boosts in so we can change that. 0-2 delivery. Comes inside, ball 3 on his way to second. No chance as Smith dropped the ball. It's another consecutive stolen base for Jose Merriman. Now 23 in a row going back to last season. 15th on the year for Merriman. We got a runner in scoring position. 1 ball, 2 strike count. The 1-2. Just gets a piece of it. Bush could not hang on to it as it deflects off the ump. Moriarty stays alive with a 1-2 count. Just underway here at the Rogers Center. Again, brand new on the show. Second time we do it. We've got a prediction for channel points. Over under on how many total hits between both teams combined. The over under is at 17.5. I think you have roughly 5 minutes left to put your bets in on tonight's prediction if you want to risk some hairballs for yourself. The 1-2. Up in the zone a little too high. Liz Lawson misses. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Pops it up on the infield towards second base. Anyone but Madrano. No, he makes the play. Like I said, he's only had 2 errors all year. That's the second out. 2 outs now. Here comes the veteran Dylan Cousins, 32-year-old from Scottsdale, Arizona, hitting just .223 on the season with 6 home runs and 16 RBI. Cousins does have a modest 4-game hitting streak coming into this one, hitting .308 over that time. As the first pitch from Lawson will come low for a ball. Cousins, though, is also, during this modest hit streak, been getting on base by walks. He has 5 consecutive games he has reached by walk. His OBP in those 5 games is at .474. The 1-0. Cup's too far inside. It's a 2 ball, no strike count. As the bets are almost done in regards to the predictions, no hits in this first inning yet. We'll see if that changes. Here comes the 2-0. That's going to miss just low. Smith tried to frame it thinking it was good. It does not get it. It's a 3 ball, no strike count. Incoming. Pug activating his Mega Boost. Thundercats are on the move. Thundercats are loose, did you know? That's a +6 for Sir Pug. You sure you're not going to make a player in this draft? All the signs are pointing that you are. Got to get that in tonight, though. The 3-0. That one is in there. Gets the strike on right up in at the letters. 3 balls and 1 strike. The signs are wrong. Waiting for Murray to turn 21 before boosting. Whatever works for anybody. It just gives me an excuse to still press this button.
Let's go while we're young.
The 3-1. It's going to miss outside. It's going to be the second walk of the game. Walks don't count towards the hits, though. You got 2 on by way of the free pass and Teddy Williamson. We can't say his real name. The offspring, the clone of some guy who used to be known as Ted and had a shorter version of the Williamson name. Williamson, 21-year-old from Whitefish, Montana. 273 average on the year for the rookie. 3 home runs and 27 RBI. Reddit is going to be bigger than Twitter. Starting to see Travis McGregor loosening up. That's the story of the night. McGregor coming back to Toronto after 4 seasons with the Jays. Got traded for $1. Still hate that deal, you guys. First pitch to Kid Splinter is going to be in there with a called strike. Ooh, that's a tough pitch for him to do anything with. Jays fans are chanting, "We want McGregor." The 0-1. That one misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Could have been called a strike, but didn't get the call there. The 1-1 delivery. Swings and fouls that one off. He's going to stay alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You got Jose Merriman at second. Dylan Cousins is over at first. Hidden. Unfortunately, we can't get a darn good camera view here in Toronto. The 1-2. To center. Left center. This is going to get down as Ornelas goes after it. 1 run is going to score. 2 runs are going to try to score. Cousins is going to come in. Your first hit of the ball game will be a 2-run double from Kid Splinter. Theodore Williamson will drive in a couple. And it's 2-0 Toronto. RBIs number 28 and 29 for the rookie. Community created player of the GM, Harris Money, does the job, showing he belong. We'll go from one GM created player to another. This one, the created player of Jared Rollins, our Cincinnati GM. Jordan Cage, the 23-year-old from Santa Claus, Indiana, checks in 3-0. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. You're correct. My bad. It is Snorby's CCP. Why did I think he was yours? That's on me completely. It is Snorby's CCP. And Snorby has not been in the league for a bit, and I don't remember if he's in the chat or not. But if you see him, tell him his player just had a 2-run RBI. Send him the clip. And send him my apologies for getting who owns what. It's going to happen. There's, what, near 200 of you now? First pitch to Cage will be belt high and in there for strike 1. Williamson donates $1,000 per RBI to the Jimmy Fund. Man, if that were only true, then I would really set the bar high for where we would go with a goal next year. Hi, Boo. The 0-1 to Cage will come inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cage had a solid month of June. Cage hit .291 in the month of June with 4 home runs. That's right, he's got 4 homers on the year. Finally found the power stroke. The 1-1 pitch. Swing fouls that one straight back. He'll stay alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yes, that video was a find, and I hope it never leaves YouTube so that we can share that with people. The 1-2 pitch comes low with the curveball. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. See, McGregor is still loosened up, and he looks like he is ramping it up. Good chance he may come in here very shortly. It's all that time Cage spends with wrestlers, finding his power. There's some truth to that. The 2-2 stays inside. It's a 3-ball, 2-strike count here with 2 outs in the first. Jay's off to an early 2-0 lead here. Forgot to tell you guys what the beer of the night is. One sec. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Takes a little off there with the curveball, and he got him.
Emotional damage.
Second strikeout of the night for Reggie Lawson. It'll get the job done, but not before Theodore Williamson's 2-run double puts 2 on the board. 1 inning done. 2-0 Jays. Let's go to the second, which means now any bets you put in are second inning bets. You can only win 50 balls of yarn if you put a bet in here at this point. Joe Boyce ready for his second inning of work. We'll start it off with Khalil Lee, followed by Nick Spence and Andrew Vaughn in tonight's game. Khalil Lee, 277 average this year, 9 home runs and 42 RBI for the 8-year veteran from Centerville, Virginia. Just turned 28 last week. And he's had a good year against lefties, hitting .318 this season with a couple homers. The 3-1 pitch to Lee. Grounded right back up the middle, but right to short. Kelly has it. He throws to first, and Khalil Lee still gets an infield hit. Don't you love it when you saw the little marshmallow ball fly across? I knew it was an infield hit. Graphic doesn't give us enough credit for that. Lee himself is a fairly fast guy. He gets an infield hit. He's got 5 stolen bases on the year, caught twice. And with him aboard, here comes some big trouble as Nick Spence. The suspense comes to the dish. .322 average this year. 19 homers, 54 RBI. Oh, hold on. First pitch will be watched and in there for strike 1. Spence with hits in 3 of his last 4 games, hitting .467 in that small span. The 0-1. Lifts it to shallow center field, coming in quick, making the catch on the floater is Jose Merriman. Had to cover a lot of ground running to his right. He will get there in time. Good work from Merriman to retire Spence. We've got our first out here in the second. With 1 out, here comes the DH, Andrew Vaughn. Vaughn recently acquired from the Royals back in the month of June in a big deal that sent also George Valera and Chai Hao Sung in exchange for Francisco Mejia, Zach Lothar, Jeff Thayer, Frank Herrera, and Jorge Guadarrama. Vaughn enters play. .262 average on this season with 12 homers, 43 RBI. First pitch from Boyce will be a fastball taken. Strike 1 at the knees. Vaughn has a 6-game hitting streak here with the O's, up to .368 during that time. 5 doubles and an RBI in that 6-game span. The 0-1 sends that one straight back as he slaps it foul quickly. No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2. Up in the zone, framed by Cartaya, but does not get the call. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 hits so far in the game. As we'll keep an eye on predictions this evening. The 1-2 goes in the dirt. Good block by Cartaya to make sure that no running from Lee took place. So 2-2 count. 2-2 pitch. Fists that one towards the left side as he just fought to stay alive, and he'll do so as it makes the seats. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cage is cheating to the shortstop side of the bag. You got 3 guys on the left side here against Vaughn. The 2-2. Called strike 3 with the curveball. Just absolutely froze him. Cartaya might influence that one a bit. Joe Boyce will get his 2nd strikeout on the day. This degenerate gambler is hoping for the usual eMLB relief pitcher hijinks to help cover the over. We'll see. We got 2 outs now, and here comes Tony Medrano. Medrano having a decent hitting season. Not a lot of power, though. 26-year-old from Bellflower, California, enters play hitting .286 this year with no home runs and 13 runs batted in. Definitely not getting the amount of at-bats that he has had prior. First pitch for Medrano will be taken. No, never mind. That was called strike. That one, yeah, eMLB Sportsnet K-Zone says that was good. Are we adopting the no-shift rule next season? The answer is no. And not because I'm banning it. It's because we're still on Out of the Park 23. It's not a feature in the game. There. Brendan said it for me. When it's a feature in the game, then I'll let you guys vote on it and decide. The 0-1. Swing and lines that one down the line, but foul. Good rip by Medrano on that fastball, about the same location, just a little ahead of it. No balls, 2 strikes to Medrano here. You got Khalil Lee over at first. Oops, I know I hit a wrong button there, sorry. Here we go. The 0-2. Lined into left, and that's going to be a base hit. Stopping at second is Lee, as that one was roped right at Dalen Lyle. Medrano will get his first hit on the day as he continues to hit fairly well. And with 2 outs, 2 on, Michael Bush, the first baseman, will trot in. Excuse me, gotta find him because he wasn't on the roster, apparently. That's right, he was on a rehab. Bush came back this sim week from a rehab in AAA. God forbid a hitter ever learn to hit the other way. It's easy for us to say it. Again, you know, we're not the ones that are seeing 95 to 100 mile an hour heat often. But anyway, Michael Bush, the 28-year-old from Intergrove Heights, Minnesota, checks back in, hitting .207 this season with 9 home runs, 24 RBI. First pitch from Boyce will catch the inside corner, called strike. Six miles is a big difference in 15 years, because think about it. 15 years from now, what if, you know, a regular, you know, what if they're another 6 miles an hour higher? What if we're seeing 105 as a normal? You'd have to change the game again. You'd either have to lower the mound. You might have to move the mound back further. God, can you imagine? The 0-1. Called strike 2, outside corner. Josh, all respect intended, that is the strangest comment you've ever made. And you've made a lot. But that money reference, money has nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. At all. Oh, 2. Slaps that left side, just foul. Whew, that was close. Up was very responsive on that one, right near it. Read it well, and whew, Bush looks to the sky thinking he had extras. No balls, 2 strikes here. Boyce checks Lee at second. Delivers. Curveball will miss low in the dirt. Another good block by Cartaya. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2. That one's low and inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oh, shoot. I missed what song you were talking about. Am I talking about the right people? Let me make sure. Oh, yes, I am. Okay. I was making sure I'm on the right spot. The 2-2. Stays inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. All runners are going to be off here on the 2-out pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes here. Orioles down by 2 early on. Here comes the pitch from Boyce. Called strike 3. He just watched it all the way.
Hey, bada, swing, bada.
Joe Boyce will get his 3rd strikeout on the day as he'll leave a couple stranded. Inning and a half here in the books here. We'll go bottom of the 2nd. Toronto leading 2-0. All right, Reggie Lawson's day is done as he got through an inning of work, and here comes the former Toronto Blue Jay. It is Travis McGregor. McGregor, the 28-year-old from Tarpon Springs, Florida, will come in as the follower. McGregor, 5th year in the majors for the 28-year-old. Makes his 3rd appearance for Baltimore, where he's 1-1 on the season with a 4.05 ERA while being a member of the O's. For the year, 3-5 with a 5.24 ERA. In his career with Toronto, 35-47, 4.07 ERA, and a 1.24 WHIP. The right-hander throws a fastball in the low 90s. Works an excellent changeup, very deceptively thrown, and he also works a curveball in there. Again, he has been in Toronto since 2022. He was originally drafted 2nd round by the Pirates in 2016 out of Eastlake High School and got traded that season. One of Cody's, I think, first biggest trades he did. Let's see. Matthew Lugo, Danny Bradford, Kevin Newman went with McGregor in exchange for Jimmy Lewis, Bobby Cueva, Daniel Richardson, and Bo Bichette. Bo Bichette, the only name of real importance there. Was that one I think that one was a DP trade, wasn't it? The he who shall not be named? Possibly. Richard Arena will start off. The left-hander will be the first batter in this one. Where'd the buggy go? Where'd the buggy go? Trying to get and squish the buggy. Could have just swapped teams. Huh? Richard Arena will be the first batter to greet McGregor. Arena hitting .208 on the season with no homers, 9 runs batted in. He does have a 6-game hitting streak. This is Arena's 2nd tour of duty with the Blue Jays as he played from 2020 through 2024 with the Yankees. 2-2 pitch coming from McGregor. It's going to be lifted towards right center field. Ranging over to his right is Khalil Lee. He's going to get there in time to make the play for the out. 1 out. That'll put in Diego Cartaya, the catcher from Venezuela. 255 on the season with a home run and 19 RBI. Full count pitch. Called strike 3. He rang him up.
Fatality.
92 miles an hour coming off of McGregor. Gets him on the low and inside. Worked every single pitch low in the zone. Worked it well. Caught looking. First strikeout for Travis McGregor. 4th looking K in the game, too. Interesting note. And with 2 outs now, here comes Danny Kelly. Kelly, known as the Dancing Man from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. The 22-year-old enters play hitting .235 this year. No home runs, 14 RBI. Running joke is Danny Kelly has been voted the guy least likely to ever get a home run. Does have one in his career. The 0-1. Grounds it over to third where Buster Bluth waits. The Gold Glover will throw it over to first in time, and it will be a 1-2-3 inning for Travis McGregor. Will the Jays regret selling McGregor for $1? We'll see as this game goes on. 2 innings in the books. It's 2-0 Toronto. All right, third inning. This is your reminder. It's your last chance to bet in tonight's game before the third out of the bottom of the third. Get your bets in. Joe Boyce back to the hill. He'll deal with the number 9 hitter. Then back to the top of the order we go. Let's start it off. Ray Ornelas, the 25-year-old from Arandas, Mexico. 241 average on the year for Ray. 7 home runs and 20 RBI. Ray hits well at Camden Yards. Not so well on the road. Enters play hitting just .205 in almost 80 at-bats this year. Yeah, I got it. I was like, huh? Lined into left field. That one's going to get down. It's going to one hop over to the wall. Lyle will go after it. They'll get it over to second, but with no chances. Standing in with a stand-up double will be Ray Ornelas. Ray Ornelas will make his 6th double happen there. That's your 3rd hit on the day for Baltimore. Now 4 hits on the predictions. I see your bet, Tanky. Good luck. Runner aboard here with nobody out. I've heard him call baseball before. Jackson hits that one deep into left field, and whoa, Nelly, it's a home run. Ryan McKenna, top of the order, we will go. McKenna, 0 for 1. First pitch checks the swing. They're going to appeal. They say no down at first base. It's ball 1. Don't need no luck. Watch your Phillies clinch a pennant. It's all gravy for the next few days. Good call. Well, congratulations to you. I think I've got, the community is big enough that I mix who some of you like to follow. No disrespect intended. We're just a big community now. I'm going to do a little bit of arranging in our Discord so that you guys will have some real sports sections to talk about healthfully, positively, you know, friendly like. But I'm also going to put an About You section, and I'd love for people to reference their teams they follow. So we'll get to work on that. Let me get the draft, because I still have some more players to add. But let me get the draft completed first before we worry about that. The 1-0 pitch. That is a changeup that'll miss inside. 2 balls and no strikes. .2-0 pitch comes and lifted towards right field, moving over, making the catch in fair territory is Ed Moriarty. Good read from Moriarty to get down the line, and he catches that ball right near the line in fair territory for the first out, excuse me. Good jam work from Joe Boyce to just really drill and hammer Ryan McKenna on the inside. 1 out, Buster Bluth is your batter. The switch hitter is 0 for 1 today. First pitch grounded over to first, right away. Theodore Williamson has it. Beats Bluth to the bag for the second out. Ornelas will scamper over to third on the situation. Got a runner 90 feet away with 2 outs now. Will Smith is your batter. Smith 0 for 1. Of course, Boyce being a rookie just with 30-plus innings of work. Not many Orioles have had an opportunity to face him before. First pitch from Boyce inside with the curveball. Smith gets out of the way for ball one. Tigers, Colts, Knicks, and Crystal Palace. Aggressive mediocrity. No. I don't know. Maybe I guess I pegged you for a Tottenham kind of guy there, Tim. The 1-0. That one's in there, called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike here. 1-1 pitch comes lifted to center field, moving over to his left. Reading it well is Jose Merriman, who will pull it in and retire the side. Orioles will leave a runner at third, but they will not score. We'll go to the bottom of the third here with Toronto leading 2-0. Again, this is your last chance to bet. Now you've got 3 outs left before bets are closed for the day. We'll start with the top of the order here to take on Travis McGregor. Dalen Lyle will start us off. Lyle tonight 0 for 1. First pitch he sees, hard shot to second. Anyone but Madrano. Tony, no problem over there. He whistles it over to first. 1 out. 1 pitch, 1 out. Before I forget, I was going to tell you guys what I'm having tonight. Oh boy, I wanted to have a little extra kick tonight. So tonight, OJIPA, the double IPA, 8.1% alcohol content from Lone Pine Brewery here in my area. Pretty good. That hint of citrus, just a nice beer. I'm not a big IPA drinker, although Jamie Thurman thinks that's all I drink when I'm on stream. But this is my go-to when it's IPA time, indeed. Jose Merriman will be your batter. Merriman drew a walk in his first at-bat, and he scored. The 1-1 from McGregor. Slapped over to third, going to have to hurry his Bluth. Hard throw to first in time to get the speedy Merriman as they get him by a step as he was running hard. But they will get him in time for 2 outs. Yo! That might be the first time that Out of the Park Developments has ever sent a raid our way, and we love it. OOTP Developments, hello! It is the Fluffy Kitty Ninja Show. Welcome to the litter box. It's not very stinky. We clean up after ourselves. Welcome if you've never been here before. I am Commish LB. Yes, the mothership has raided, and we thank it. Hey, Dish. Welcome to all of you. Welcome. It is the eMLB game of the night. If you're used to the eMLB universe, you've got the opportunity to still bet on this game. It's 2 outs, bottom of the third. Get your bets in really quick. You can win 25 balls of yarn if you're right. And if you nail the number on how many runs you think the winning team will score, it's 2-0 Toronto, then you will win an extra 50 balls of yarn. Get those bets in here as Travis McGregor gets ready to take on Ed Moriarty. Backstory on tonight. First place Orioles taking on last place Jays. Travis McGregor just took the hill in the second inning as a follower, and McGregor was sold for $1 to the Orioles from the Jays. So this is his first appearance back in Toronto since then. You can say we forced you to do it. That's probably true too. 2-0 pitch to Moriarty. To center field. Waiting on it is Ray Ornelas. He will pull it in. 1, 2, 3 inning for Travis McGregor. Toronto, do you miss him yet? It's 1, 2, 3 innings for Travis McGregor. And guess what? 3 innings are in the books. No more bets. Your bets are in. We thank you for betting tonight. Sadier will give us some stats here in a moment to let you know how the numbers are going. Meanwhile, also new to the channel is the channel predictions. Those are closed. And the predictions tonight were to determine what's the over-under. Will there be 17 and a half hits? Over or under on that? And it was as even as you could get. 11 people voted over, 9 people voted under, but with the balls of yarn, or the hair balls, not balls of yarn, that were thrown around, it's a 50-50 bet. So we're going to see if at least 17 and a half hits are done by both teams tonight. Oh! Jedi Cats are in the chat, and Dishnet gets them working, taking out them samurai dogs. Thank you, Dish. Appreciate that. And look at this. He gifts, and this was probably random. He probably did not hit these, but he gifts the PBE commissioner, Hummus God, who's a community created player. I rock this, who's part of the Out of the Park affiliate community. He hasn't created a player yet. What are you waiting for, I rock? And then, of course, AZ Axel, of course, the man behind the Backyard Project, and he did an excellent job when Dish beat Rich. Although Rich, did his best Cody Koshin impersonation he possibly could. So, hi. Anyway, all right, Khalil Lee will be your batter to start off this top of the fourth as Joe Boyce, second career start for the lefty. The one-time former 19th overall selection back in 2024. Looking pretty good here so far. Khalil Lee will start it off. He's 1 for 1 tonight and showing why they put him in the cleanup spot. Now hitting .333 against lefties this year. 2-1 pitch from Boyce. It's going to pop it up into right field. Coming on in Moriarty. Will make the catch. One right fielder will hit out to the other for one out here, top of the fourth. And with one out now, here comes community created player of the Elder Nacho. The suspense. Nick Spence comes in 0 for 1 tonight. Looking like an all-star. Which, speaking of, remember, the eMLB All-Star Game is next Sunday. As will also be the official announcement of our 2 expansion teams. The worst kept secret in Out of the Park is that the 31st team is the Montreal Expos. But the 32nd team's identity will be officially revealed on next Sunday. Hey, Dish, were you looking to create another player when you did that gift? Because if you are, the player needs to be in the next 24 hours. The draft is also next Wednesday, the 2nd. 1 and 2, swing and a miss. He got him.
Fatality.
Boyce will rock up his 4th strikeout on the day as he fools with the curveball, sending down the suspense. 2 outs now. Here comes the DH, Andrew Vaughn. Vaughn tonight, 0 for 1. Not to your knowledge. Okay. You can create another player if you want. You do not have to. No peer pressure here. Oh, for the next draft. You can do that too, which, by the way, don't forget, the next draft is going to have those 2 new teams drafting in the top 2 sections of each round. 3-0 pitch coming to Vaughn. That's going to miss low for ball 4.
Just a bit outside.
He'll walk him on 4 pitches as Vaughn will get down to first. Not much of a threat over there with the legs. Does have 13 steal rating, but that 2 speed kind of tells you he doesn't go far. Yes, so the expansion team announcement will be on the day of the All-Star Game, and the All-Star Game is next Sunday. Not the following Sunday, Attica. Not the following Sunday, Attica. You're trying to rush us. Or no, wait, you're trying to slow us down is what you're doing. All right, let's make sure everybody knows what's going on here. And it starts with this, and everything's still screwed up by OBS. 2026 eMLB Amateur Draft is Wednesday night, November 2nd. First 2 rounds will be live here on Twitch. It is big theater around here for that draft. Rocky Draws is already hard at work putting together all the stuff. We're going to be ready once people start sending us their selections. I have been working feverishly on getting this draft done. So again, Wednesday night, November 2nd is when the draft is. Next Sunday, Next Sunday is the 30th, day before Halloween. That is when the All-Star game is, and that is when the official announcement of our two teams, again, the worst kept secret in out of the park baseball right now, is that the Montreal Expos and Tranquil Hill Farms are going to be the first of those two teams. But then team number 32 will wait one more week. Let's see if you guys can wait. All right. Medrano comes to the box. He had a double in his first at bat. No, wait, not a double. He lined it to left field. So Arkham Mass gets the 32nd team. I think I drove through that town today. Salem, yeah. The Salem Witches. You got us. You got us. It's the Salem Witches. No, we're lying. It is not the Salem. First pitch to Medrano. Inside for ball one. The Arkham Elder Horrors would be pretty cool. They might be. And hello, Mr. Is it MRW Norris? Can we just call you Norris? Or is that Cardinals alt? Because he does have Chuck Norris here in the eMLB universe. The Warsaw Pierogies. The 1-0. Lifted to right field and coming down in for a base hit. Another hit for Medrano. Do you want to signal Andrew Vaughn around second base and try for third, Brendan? Ball is average outfield depth. Vaughn is an average runner. Ed Moriarty has a great arm. He says, go for it. Here's the play over at third. And he is out.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Ed Moriarty says, Andrew Vaughn, say goodnight. Side is retired on the beautiful cannon from Moriarty. Sorry, their cameras couldn't get it. Don't blame me. That's out of the park. All right, bottom of the fourth we go. It's still 2-0 Toronto. That 2-speed. Medrano does get his second hit on the day, though. Medrano now hitting over 300 thanks to the 2 hits. All right, bottom of the fourth we go. We got the middle of the order due up here for the Jays. Dylan Cousins, Theodore Williamson, and Jordan Cage, 2 community created players. So if you ever need a reason on why to create a player, watch this half inning. Dylan Cousins will start us off. He took a walk in his first appearance. First pitch from McGregor. Going to be hit towards center field. Waiting on it is Dylan Cousins. Looks like a can of corn. It is cream variety this go around. First out on 1 pitch. Travis McGregor looking pretty comfortable here in his return to Toronto. I think the Orioles made out on that deal. Just saying. Not crapping on anybody, but I really didn't like that deal at all. But I had no grounds to delete it after plenty of proof that McGregor was available to anybody for a song. Theodore Williamson will be your batter. Williamson had the double to left center field in his first at bat. Community created player of Snorby. Now I know who has who. And again, apologies to Snorby. That 2 rating and the word speed don't go together. Aren't you kidding? 1-0 pitch to Williamson with the shifts on. Back towards the mound, left side. McGregor scrambles over to a quick toss to first. Will retire Williamson for the second out. 2 outs now. Here comes another community created player. The second baseman, Jordan Cage, comes in. The Santa Claus, Indiana native, is 0 for 1 tonight. The 1-1 pitch. Back towards the mound. McGregor has been busy on this one. He'll throw to first. 1, 2, 3 inning. 9 consecutive batters retired by Travis McGregor. Toronto fans are feeling it.
Emotional damage.
Bottom of the fourth is over. Let's go to the fifth. Time to do the journey of the starters, brought to you tonight by Kamish's beer of choice. It is OJ IPA. Yummy, yummy citrus juice box. Nope, it's just American Haas. No fruit in it. It just has a hint of the orange taste to it. 8.1% alcohol content. If you weren't here before, I drove 2 hours to freeze my butt for 2 hours, watching my son play well in net, but get murdered as they lost 9-0 with no offensive help whatsoever, and then drive 2 hours back. I was like, we going with the most potent beer tonight, chat. That we are. All right, for Joe Boyce here, 4 innings of work in his second career start. 4 hits, no earned runs. He's walked 1, struck out 4 to this point. 58 pitches thrown by the left-hander out of Ole Miss here through 4 innings. He's got the 8-9-1 hitters due up here to start off the 5th. Michael Bush will be the first batter. Ray Ornelas, then Ryan McKenna. Waits the 1-2 pitch. Grounds it over to short. Awaiting on his left side is the dancing man, Danny Kelly. He'll throw it over to first for the out. For those wondering why is he called the dancing man, well, he's just got such fluid feet over there. He's a pretty clean-cut guy. He loves ballroom dancing, so he is nicknamed the Dancing Man. Ho! The Thundercat signal has just covered you all in the chat. Thundercats are on the move. Thundercats are loose. And the Samurai Dogs don't have a chance. Harris Bueller just got his mega boost. That means for the price of 5 boosts, he got 6 added to his account. Congratulations. That probably means William Money is going to get more of a little bit of a tweak coming up, I would think. Ray Ornelas will be the batter. Ornelas 1 for 1 tonight. He had a double. No chance? What do you mean no chance? I forget what I said too. The 1-0 pitch. Ornelas down the line. Fair ball. Got the chalk. Second hit down in left field for Ornelas. He's going to head for second. He will get in there about a step and a half with another double. Second double on the day for the man from Mexico, Ornelas. Austin, you probably don't have 1,000 balls of yarn yet. Check your balls of yarn. Feel free to participate. Yep, you got 247. Feel free to participate in heists, in boss battles. You did the bet tonight, so good luck to you on that. Ornelas is at second. Now 5 hits on the game for the Orioles. eMLB nighttime. Yes, it is. eMLB After Dark. Thanks to Rocky Draws down here with my logo. My daughter makes my artwork. She's pretty darn good at it. You know what? That gives me an excuse. When you guys do the craft store, hey, you gotta show it when you can, right? You gotta show it when you can. Oops. No. Go back, please. Can't see past my own, well, though. It wants to keep playing without me. Hold on real quick. Let me just show this off for any who haven't seen it so you can see how good my daughter's artwork is. One quick moment. We got to turn the music off as well, too. All right. Here you go. Real quickly. She did this in a week. There you go. I always love showing that when I can so that people can see. She's 17 and she does that. And she does a pretty darn good job with that. And that was a college project that she got college credits for from a pre-college program that she was in. And it was just, she had a week to make it. Do as much of it as you can. So it's as it is. I've always offered her to finish it and she can't find the file. So I think it's still at the school. But if she can, it's still on YouTube, but she can't take that and she can't finish coloring it and doing all the work she wants to it. So, but either way, I can still show that off so that people can see the work that she does, that she got college credit for. She called me one night when she was at the school, and she's like, Dad, I'm supposed to do a 10-second animation. It's supposed to have a conflict and a resolution. I said, yeah. And she's like, I don't know what to do. I said, I do. Remember what I have people do? They play games to win balls of yarn as Fluffy Kitty Ninjas from the craft store against Samurai Dogs. She goes, oh yeah. And boom, there you go. So she got full college credit for that. All right, here we go. Top of the fifth, one out. Runner at second, Ryan McKenna. Top of the order, we go again, 0 for 2. And yep, that's where that animated emote came from. The end result, just can't hear the purring on that particular moment. First pitch misses low for ball 1. The kid also dressed up for work today. That was pretty interesting. As in Halloween style for work. Should show that off too real quick. Hold on, I gotta find where... That was early enough in the day. Oh, I know where it is. I'm looking in the wrong chat. That's why. Maybe. Or maybe I'm not. I thought I was in the right one. Here. This is how the kid chose to dress up at work today. One of those Five Nights at Freddy puppets. And I said, you look like a sad panda. So, she likes being very creative, to put it mildly. The 1-0. That one's going to miss outside, 2 balls and no strikes. You going in next Monday as an enthusiastic employee. There you go. 2-0 delivery to McKenna is going to get the inside corner. Strike 1. McKenna didn't seem to like where that one was located. eMLB Sportsnet says that's a pretty fair call. 2-1 count. Starting to see activity in the bullpen for the Jays as William Money starting to loosen up in the bullpen. Community credit player for Harris Mueller. That time I got it right. The 2-1. Lifted, hooking down the line, foul, but out of play.
I hate sitting on 1100. Very uneven. Lol 2. I want to support the awesomeness that is eMLB and the Kamish and his fam.
Well, JC, we thank you very much for that. Basically, you got to 1,500, 2,000, 2,500. Every multiple of 300 doesn't have to be at the same time. So again, thank you. 1,900 biddies. Amazing. Sincerely appreciate that. But because you are working towards a boost, you just got 4 boosts added to the Fire Strike. Jeff Coleman, as you are getting yourself ready for the draft, as the GMs are like, who was that again? Who? That's what they're doing right now. Or at least the ones that are here. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ornelas. Here comes the pitch. Grounded down to third. Played by Arena. He'll throw to first in time to get McKenna, but despite the animation, Ornelas takes third. So apparently he decided that was a fair enough chance and went for it. Well, the boosts are nice with secondary. Again, thank you very much. Sincerely appreciate your kindness. But that rounds you up to 3,000 when you were at 1,100. So you got the 15, 2, 25, and 3. There's 4 boosts for you. We appreciate it, and that's the least we can do for you for your kindness. Buster Bluth will be the batter. 2 outs now. Another opportunity here with a runner at third. Boyce has been able to get the job done so far. First pitch is going to miss outside low with a changeup, ball 1. You would like the Twins to start hitting this evening. I think anybody who bet the over would like the teams to start hitting. Just 6 hits so far, and we are 1 out away from the halfway point of this game. the 1-0. Grounded down to third. Arena has it again. Hard throw to first in time to make the play by about a couple steps. And that will retire the side. Another inning that the Orioles will leave a runner at third. Joe Boyce, 5 shutout innings so far for the rookie against the AL champion Orioles. Halfway through this game, we'll go bottom of the 5th. 2-0 Toronto. Bottom of the 5th, one more time. Journey of the follower in this instance, as Reggie Lawson was an opener in this game. Travis McGregor has come in since. So McGregor making his first appearance against his former team, the Toronto Blue Jays. 3 innings. No one has gotten on base. He has struck out 126 pitches. McGregor is pitching with purpose here against his former mates. We'll start with the bottom third of the order. Richard Arena will be the first batter. Diego Cartaya and Danny Kelly are due up. I don't know if he'll be on Chicago White Sox draft list, though, Tim. They kind of got that spot locked down. Hi, gang. Well, come down so they can see you better.
Happy Halloween season.
Still all decorated. We were just showing your YouTube video. Not everyone had seen it. So
hope you guys liked it.
And then we had just shown your picture from earlier when you were eating, what was it, nachos you were eating?
Yeah.
Yeah. So and I was like, does it look kind of like a sad panda? What the hell is this? You getting ready for the nights?
Not yet.
Not yet? All right.
Still reading downstairs, but I was told that you were talking about it.
Yes, well, we were talking about you, so. Good that you could come in and show off the outfit with the full gear and all, so. Decided, still had the stuff on, why not? All right, Richard Arena will start us off here in the bottom of the 5th. He's 0 for 1. It's a 1-0 count. Hard hit to right field. Going back is Lee, but this one is way out there. Home run for Richard Arena. Arena's first home run of the year. It's going to extend his hitting streak to 7 games, and it's going to give the Blue Jays a 3-0 lead. Jays fans are waving dollar bills. Shots fired. Shots fired in the chat. Diego Cartaya will be your batter. The Venezuelan is 0 for 1. Canadian dollars. The 1-2 to Cartaya. Swing and a miss. Blows the fastball by him and got him. Second strikeout on the day for Travis McGregor. We've got 1 out now, bottom of the 5th, and Danny Kelly is your batter. Sorry, looked on the wrong side. So a coin then. Hey, can you say to here for the clip? The 1-2 to Kelly. He's going to lift that to right field. This time Khalil Lee moves just a few steps over to his right. Another step in, pulls it in for the catch. 2 outs. 2 outs now, top of the order. We will go third time for the Jays. Dalen Lyle will be your hitter. Lyle 0 for 2 tonight. Full count pitch to coming to Lyle. Swing and a miss. Took a little off of it with the off speed and fooled him completely. Travis McGregor will get his 3rd strikeout on the day, but he will give up his first run and hit on the day as Richard Arena goes deep. And after 5, Toronto leads this one 3-0. Gonna keep on going, gang. No breaks tonight as far as I'm concerned. Unless I need to take one suddenly. Joe Boyce, your night is done. Well done by the rookie. He goes 5 innings against the AL champion Orioles. Gives up 5 hits, no earned runs. He walked 1 and struck out 4, but his day will be done. And in comes community creative player of Harris Bueller. It is William H. Money. Money, the 20-year-old Canadian from Waterloo in Ontario. The lanky 6'8", 205-pound right-hander comes in making his 7th appearance on the year. The heck? No, okay.
We're taking it off.
Yes. Yeah, it's not looking like it's going well for you right now. So, Rocky just came in to show her attempts on washing up, and it's a mess right now. And all I've got is the Karen Taylor from Will and Grace, like, honey, what's this? You know. So, all right, 7th appearance for Money. 1-0 on the year, 4.5 ERA in 10 innings of work, 7 hits, 5 earned runs have been allowed, just 1 home run. He's walked 5 and struck out 5 to this point. Money, 4-pitch pitcher. He'll throw the fastball in the upper 90s, works a sinker, splitter in there, and also has a curveball as well. Again, the rookie drafted 3rd round back in 2024 out of Buffalo.
I'm melting.
Yes, pretty much. All right. Money is ready to come in and try to get Joe Boyce the victory. Money will start off with Will Smith, Khalil Lee, and Nick Spence due up. We'll start with Smith, who's 0 for 2. Remember that time you used the permanent marker? It'll be a 3-0 count to Money, as he apparently hasn't loosened up yet, but he will get the green light and hits it down the line. Lyle is moving over, and he will make the catch in foul territory. You'll just have to guess where the heck he was to make the play. Sorry, but Will Smith will be out on a fly out in foul territory to Dalen Lyle for the first out. 1 out. Khalil Lee will be the batter. Lee's 1 for 2 tonight. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Fools him with the curveball.
I cannot hit curveball. Straight ball, I hit it very much. Curveball, that's all, Fred.
It was reported in the Baltimore Sun that after the O's acquired McGregor for $1, Orioles fans began sending Monopoly dollar bills to the office of the Blue Jays GM. More shots fired in chat. We got 2 outs now, top of the 6th. First strikeout for William Money. And now he's got Nick Spence due up. Spence tonight is 0 for 2. OOTP wants you to just believe. It's like that commercial where the guy is at urgent care because he used the wrong kind of paint on his face. Yes. Full count pitch to Spence. Swing and a miss. Sinker on the inside corner, and he got him good. 97 on the gun there from William Money. Will dispatch of the Orioles here in the top of the 6th. We'll go bottom of the 6th, and it's Toronto 3 and Baltimore nothing. As we get ready, bottom of the 6th, Travis McGregor is coming back out there. McGregor, 4 innings of work, did give up the home run to Richard Arena, but pitching pretty solid otherwise. Jays 2 hits here, but have 3 runs scored here through 5 innings. Jose Merriman will start us off. Ed Moriarty, Dylan Cousins are due up afterwards. We'll start with Merriman tonight, 0 for 1. He walked, stole a base, and scored. The 0-1 pitch. To center field, coming in, Ornelas. He will make the catch on the run. Center fielder getting another center fielder out there on that one. That is the first out. 1 out now. Ed Moriarty is your batter. Tonight 0 for 2. Yep, I remember that commercial. Oh, gotta be quicker. Almost had it. That one became a meme for a lot, you know, where instead of the dollar, it was a Super Bowl trophy, and like the Falcons, oh, almost had it. Gotta be quicker. 28-3. Anyway, 3-2 pitch. Hard shot over to first, but Michael Bush has it. He will run over to first in time to get Moriarty for the second out in the bottom of the sixth. Dylan Cousins coming to the plate. Cousins tonight 0 for 1. The 0-1 delivery. Kind of golfed that one to left field, but moving over to his left, Ryan McKenna pulls it in. Jays will go 1, 2, 3. It is what, the fourth time? Fourth time. Travis McGregor has had a 1, 2, 3 inning tonight, but he still gave up a home run, and they still trailed 3-0. Alrighty. Harris didn't say otherwise, so I assume money is staying in. He's got 16 pitches so far. Top of the seventh we go. Andrew Vaughn, Tony Madrano, Michael Bush due up here. Top of the seventh as the O's trail 3-0. 7 hits so far here through 6 innings, guys. Some of you are going to be really sad. Vaughn is 0 for 1 tonight. Shift is on. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Goes with the splitter. And Vaughn swings over it. Third strikeout on the night for William Money. 1 out here, top of the seventh. Tony Madrano has had a great night tonight. 2 for 2. He hasn't made an error either. The 0-1. Over to second. We're waiting for it is Jordan Cage. He'll throw to first. One second baseman throws out another. We got 2 outs now. I was sad before I came here. Something about this community, though. Thanks for helping a grumpy old man. Shh. Grumpy old Brian might be listening. We don't want him to get mad. And I don't mean Brian. But we're happy that you're enjoying yourself. That's what we're here for. Again, I was worried, and I haven't yawned yet. And I figured a 2-hour ride to freeze my butt for 2 hours in a hockey arena, watch a game where my son gets murdered, basically, and then go back home 2 hours listening to him say, "I'm effing done. The team don't help me. I'm effing done." I figured I'd be yawning and like, you know, I'd be the resident sleeper remote, but doing pretty good here, so... It's your energy that's helping me, really. So, Bush ready to go 0 for 2 tonight, the 1-0. It's going to lift that to center field. Having to come on in is the Happy Joe. Jose Merriman is going to get in there in time and make the catch. 1, 2, 3 inning. Rogers Center's crowd is going to rise as they play their favorite 7th inning stretch song.
I was born to love you. I was born to lick your face. I was born to rob you. But you were born to rub me first.
7th inning stretch here on the Fluffy Kitty Ninja Show. We are north of the border here today in Toronto as the Blue Jays are leading the Baltimore Orioles by a 3-0 score here with just 2 hits on the day. We go bottom of the 7th now. Travis McGregor, the former Jay, sold for $1. 5 innings of work. Just the Richard Arena home run is the only blemish. 3 strikeouts to this point. McGregor comes in for another inning. Theodore Williamson, Jordan Cage, Richard Arena due up. Williamson, 1 for 2. He had the 2-run double back in the first. I've got the pressure of finishing before Mrs. Commish comes to take me away. There's some possible fact to that. The door is open to Co-Commish's bedroom, by the way. The 3-2 pitch. Gonna miss, low ball 4. Williamson will draw the walk. Just the first walk and only the second batter to reach today for McGregor in 5 innings. Williamson is at first. Jordan Cage is your batter. Cage is 0 for 2. See activity in the Toronto bullpen as Blake Wyman starts to loosen up, a former Oriole. First pitch to Cage. Gonna miss low, ball 1. Friendly reminder, next broadcast Tuesday night, 7 o'clock. That'll get us up to the amateur draft pool release. The only possibility of changing that is if I need a little extra time. I'm really running out of time very quickly here. The 1-0. That one's going to be called on the outside corner. Strike 1. Cage does not like the call. I might have to agree with him on that instance. The 1-1 from McGregor. Checks the swing. They're going to appeal, and they say no down over at first. It's a 2-1 count. Two, 1 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. Bluth has it. Going to have to be a hard throw to first in time as they just get Jordan Cage. Great throw from the 3-time Gold Glove winning Buster Bluth. Nobody does it better over in the American League than Bluth at third. Gets the first out. Williamson will get to second on the play. And with 1 out now, Richard Arena, who had the biggest hit of the night, his first home run on the year, 1 for 2. Get that back in the 5th. First pitch going to be hit towards center field where Ray Ornelas is waiting. That is going to be caught. Do you want to, Harris, do you want to signal Theodore Williamson to tag up from second and try for third? The ball is deep. Williamson is an average runner. Ornelas has a great arm. What do you do? What do you do? I know that's not Harris asking me. He says hold, never. Make the last out at third. Two outs now. Diego Cartaya is your batter, 0 for 2 tonight. First pitch, they'll check the swing, they'll appeal, they won't get it. It is ball 1. Just 7 hits so far tonight, guys. We're almost done the 7th. The predictions were 17.5 as the over-under. And I think more people took the over, if I remember right. 11 people chose over. 9 people chose under. The 1-0. Hard shot to third where Bluth awaits. This is going to be an easier one for him. Throws to first in time to retire the side. Travis McGregor might be losing in this one, or he's not going to be the loser. He has just 1 blemish on his record here through 6 innings. He's looked pretty impressive here. We're going to go to the 8th. Toronto leads this one still 3-0. New pitcher. William Money has his day done after 2 innings of work. 3 strikeouts on the day for him. That's going to bring in a former Oriole, or this time it's a former Oriole. Blake Wyman. The lefty will come in. Wyman, the 30-year-old from Wheat Ridge, Colorado, going to make his 36th appearance on the year. He's 1-5 with a 4.85 ERA, 39 innings of work. He's given up 47 hits, 21 earned runs. He's allowed 7 home runs this year, walked just 6. Struck out a very impressive 46 to this point. Hard slider, especially away from lefties, and a fastball in the low 90s. Wyman, a long-time Pittsburgh Pirate. He played briefly with the Orioles last season, did make the World Series roster as well. Former 8th-round draft pick by the Pirates in 2017 from the University of Kansas. Buster Bluth, been your favorite player? Bluth is from a friend of mine from my hockey days. Doesn't come around here much, but when the time came to talk about the extension, they were involved in the process. So they keep an idle eye on things, but they happily signed an extension to stay in Baltimore. Ray Ornelas will be the batter. Ornelas 2 for 2 tonight. 2 doubles. Never is 0 for 2 career against Wyman. It's a 1-0 count. 8th inning underway. It's going to be a fisted shot towards center field coming in. Jose Merriman will get there in time to make the catch for the out. With 1 out now, top of the order, we will go again. Ryan McKenna will be the batter. McKenna tonight is 0 for 3. Still not seeing any activity in the bullpen for the Orioles, so it looks like Travis McGregor will stay out there. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. McKenna might have been fooled on that play, but he will go down.
Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
A kaboom indeed. Not this time around for McKenna. 2 outs now. That'll bring in Buster Bluth. Quiet night at the plate, though. 0 for 3. Is 1 for 2 lifetime against Wyman. It was a home run that he hit. .30 count coming to Bluth. And he's going to take it on 4 pitches and go down to first.
Just a bit outside.
4-pitch walk issued by Wyman. Bluth is over at first, not the biggest stolen base threat. 6 stolen bases in 5 attempts, does have an 18 steal rating. I should reference that Bluth's best season was in 2022. 2024, 29 steals back then. Your sister's boyfriend just proposed to her. Awesome. Wedding plans for Brendan. Congrats to her. Oh, gotta remember, we got a runner on. First pitch. That one misses low. No, it's a fast. Yeah, it's a fastball at the knees. Yeah. That probably should have been a strike.
What?
Starting to see activity in the bullpen again for the Jays. A couple of guys warming up. Bajardi Meza and Ty Buttrey are loosening up there for the Jays. The 1-0. Swings and fouls that one off towards the right side. Might have gone chasing on that pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Umps clearly bet the under on hits, waiting until now for shenanigans. Yeah, there might be some truth. The 1-1. Line shot up the middle, and that just gets by for a base hit as Kelly went diving for it. Just got by his reach. It'll find some daylight. Bluth will stop at second. Base hit for Will Smith. 6 hits on the day now for the Orioles. We've got 2 outs. Khalil Lee will be the batter. Again, Lee better against lefties, but against this particular lefty, he's 0 for 5. First pitch, watches it. It's a strike with the slider. Nasty pitch there from Blake Wyman. Wyman in his 8th year in the majors, spending a majority of that with Pittsburgh before being traded over to Baltimore last season in exchange for Scott Vaughn. That's a 1.0 name. The 0-1 pitch. That one too far inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wyman signed a 3-year deal here with the Jays. Might have been overpaid. The 1-1. Up and in. It's a 2 ball, 1 strike count. To 1 pitch. That one misses wide. Ball 3. Tying run awaits on deck. Oh, wait, no. The go-ahead run awaits on deck. You got Bluth at second. Will Smith at first. The 3-1 pitch. Ball 4. Wyman will load the bases. Nick Spence will be the batter. And the right-hander, Ty Buttrey, is being summoned. Buttrey will come into a bases-loaded situation. The 33-year-old from Matthews, North Carolina, the big 6'6". Harris is asking, why, man? Buttrey will make his 29th appearance on the year. He is 5-3 with a 4.76 ERA. 10 saves to his credit this year. 28 1/3 innings of work, giving up 24 hits, 15 earned runs. He has allowed 7 homers. He has walked 13, struck out 33. Throws the upper 90s fastball, works a slider and a changeup in there. Again, the former the former Angel and Diamondback, who also had a brief cup of coffee with the White Sox last year. 170 career saves for the former 4th-round draft pick by the Red Sox from Providence High School. Bases are loaded. This is a guy you don't want to face in that instance. It's Nick Spence. 1 grand slam this season, 4 for 8 with 12 RBI in these situations for Spence. 1 swing of the bat, he could give the O's the lead. First pitch. That one is on the outside corner. Maybe. Finally. Oh, ball 1. Sorry. Just the 0 for 1 experience against Buttrey. The 1-0. Swings and slaps that one foul, but out of play. It's a 1-1 count. You got Buster Bluth at third. Will Smith is at second. Khalil Lee at first. Tying run is at first. Go-ahead run is at the plate. The 1-1. Swings right through. Beautiful slider staying inside on him. Spence now down 1 ball and 2 strikes. Got a phenomenal bat and an experienced veteran here in this situation who perseveres. The 1-2 pitch. Up in the zone and a bunch of groans as 30,000 umpires thought that was strike 3. It's a 2-2 count. The 2-2 pitch. To right field, down the line, and foul! Just foul against the shift. Spence almost had an opportunity to make Moriarty run for days. That could have cleared the bases, but just missed by about 3 feet. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Nick Spence. Frick, frack, and fruck.
Watch your language, bud. We're on the air.
I didn't say it. I'm just repeating what he said. The 2-2. Down to second. Jordan Cage. Beautiful range to his left. Ooh, he almost threw over at first. But bringing it in is Williamson, and the Orioles will leave the bases loaded. Big opportunity for the O's, but all for naught. Bottom of the 8th we go. Jays hang on to a 3-0 lead. Travis McGregor will come out. He was the story of the day. He came in as a follower, already down 2-0. So he's not in line for any result on this, but he has pitched well against the Blue Jays. 6 innings of work. Just the 1 home run to Richard Arena has been the blemish. 1 walk and 3 strikeouts to this point. The Orioles manager, silent all game, just overturned the water cooler. And that was the audio coverage that we heard from him beating the water cooler to death. Danny Kelly will start us off. Dalen Lyle and Jose Merriman scheduled up here as McGregor gets ready to go into his 7th inning of work. Kelly tonight, 0 for 2. Just 2 hits all night for the Jays, but 3 runs to this point. First pitch to Kelly. Going to be slapped over to second. Tony Madrano comes in. Plenty of time to throw to first to retire Kelly for the out. 1 out now. Dalen Lyle will be your batter. Lyle tonight is 0 for 3. Lyle in danger of a 10-game hitting streak ending. See activity loosening up in the Orioles bullpen. It is Franklin Kilome is starting to loosen up. Diamond Springs Coolers, they take all kinds of abuse. First pitch he sees grounded to second. Another opportunity for Madrano to his right. He'll throw to first, getting Lyle. And Lyle's 10-game hitting streak may be history. 2 outs now. Jose Merriman is your batter. Merriman is 0 for 2, trying to keep a 5-game hitting streak going. Seeing Colin Young, the left-hander, warming up next to Bajardi Mesa. Mesa staying loose in the Jays bullpen. Over in the Orioles bullpen, it's Franklin Kilome. 3-1 pitch to Merriman. Lined into right field, and Jose Merriman was going to extend the hitting streak. Merriman gets his first hit on the night and will now have a 6-game hitting streak carrying into the next sim. Merriman's aboard for the 2nd time tonight with a runner at first. And Moriarty is your batter. Moriarty tonight 0 for 3. First pitch is a curveball thrown low for, it's a strike. The run throw over to second will not be in time. Kamish is all like, it's a stolen base. That's all you need to know. Jose Merriman has extended his consecutive stolen base streak to 24 in a row now, going back to September 15th of last season when he was still with the Texas Rangers. Now 16 for 16 this year. Runner in scoring position now with 2 outs. 0-1 count to Moriarty. The 0-1. That's a curveball that's in there called... Oh, wait, no. That missed? That one was called ball 1? Are you kidding me? What? Holy crap, Angel Hernandez behind the plate here apparently. Or maybe worse, Las Diaz. The 1-1. That one's in there, strike 2. Don't think that was a makeup call. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Middle of the plate isn't a strike, apparently. Apparently not. The 1-2. Lifted towards left field. Coming on in is Ryan McKenna. He has it in his sights. He will make the catch. And the Jays will leave a runner in scoring position. We go to the ninth. Just 9 hits on the day. We're going to need a monumental 9th inning in order to get the over in this instance. It is 3-0 Toronto. Ty Buttrey stays in after throwing 6 pitches. He'll try to go for a 4-out save here. It'll be his 11th save on the year for the Jays. He'll start with Andrew Vaughn, Tony Medrano, and Michael Bush due up. Vaughn comes in tonight 0 for 2. He's 0 for 5 lifetime against Ty Buttrey. Excuse me, I could feel my throat just like, goodbye. Oh, why not? I'm going to throw my tail, my Saturday morning cartoon tail, that is, in on the mix. All right, Andrew Vaughn ready to go. 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Watch that one all the way. Ty Buttrey gets his first strikeout on the night, and it's a big one as he sends down Vaughn for the first out. With 1 out now, Tony Medrano tonight. 2 for 3. Oh, hold on. Change that. Medrano, while having a good night tonight, is going to be lifted. We're going to have a pinch hitter here, and it's going to be Shervin Newton, the switch hitter. Newton in for Medrano. All right, Newton comes in, the 27-year-old from Curacao, the former Met, who was acquired earlier this year in exchange for Herman Browning and Vinny Covington. Newton, 268 average this year, 13 homers, 35 RBI, as he will replace Medrano, who had a good night, 2 for 3, and was pretty effective over at second base. Also noticing Nate Lowe is in the on-deck circle in place of Michael Bush, so it looks like another pinch hitter coming up. 3-2 pitch to Newton. He's going to lift it towards center field. Going back is Merriman. Still going back. Going to make a leaping catch. He had to go back and size it up, and he made a leap, and he pulls it in. That was pretty sexy. Jose Merriman. Sexy play, Jose Merriman. Nice work there. Huge second out as they will get Newton. And with 2 outs now, here comes another pinch hitter. It'll be the 30-year-old Nate Lowe. Lowe from Chesapeake, Virginia. Continues to be an effective power hitter with 18 home runs, but hitting just .216 on the year. 18 round trippers and 59 runs batted in. Comes in down 3 and 0 for 4 lifetime against Ty Buttrey. Also seeing Ray Ornelas is not in the on-deck circle. George Valera has grabbed a helmet and is getting loosened up. The 1-2 pitch to Lowe. We won't get to see Valera as Ty Buttrey will strike him out.
Fatality.
And that will end your ball game. Great work from the Toronto Blue Jays, as Joe Boyce will get the win, his second career victory, as they will stymie and shut out the Baltimore Orioles. Interesting game. Congrats to those of you who selected the under. Let me do that right away. The under is going to win tonight, as we got nowhere near the 17.5 prediction. Congratulations to all of them. The prediction is in. Balls of yarn, or excuse me, hairballs are now being distributed appropriately. And the ball game is over. Well, that was an interesting one. Jays win it basically in that first inning. Theodore Williamson's double to left center field was all they needed, as they got 2 runs in the bottom of the first, but they got an insurance run in the bottom of the 5th. The only hit off of Travis McGregor, one of 2 off of Travis McGregor, as he gave up that home run. It was the first of the year. You're going to go watch Dragon Tales. I'm not far behind you. Not far, that is. All right, so Jays got just 3 hits, but they scored 3 runs. The 3 hits, Jose Merriman, Theodore Williamson's double, his 18th on the year, and Richard Arena's first home run on the season. Again, in his second tour of duty since coming back to Toronto. He was with Toronto to start his career and then went to the Yankees. For the Orioles, best hitters of the day, Ray Ornelas with 2 doubles. Tony Madrano had 2 base hits as well before being replaced with Shervin Newton. And then Will Smith, Khalil Lee with base hits also. But of course, no one scored, no one driven in. 10 strikeouts on the day for the Orioles, as they will fall. Just 6 hits on the day. Pretty pitching dominated game on this one. So, let's see. Reggie Lawson was your opener. He gave up the 2-run double to Theodore Williamson, allowing 2 walks and 1 hit. He takes the loss. It's his first loss on the year. But Travis McGregor, 7 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 earned run. He walked 1 and struck out 3. Pitched great. He pitched really good. Just, even if he let up that 1 run, the Orioles didn't get anything. So, but McGregor pitched great on the day and definitely improved his numbers. So, again, right now you have to think Jays should have been able to get far more than they did. But again, McGregor had been offered on trading blocks for a while. No one bit. And this was the next step short of putting him straight out on waivers. Spoiler, Daenerys is crazy. That's it. Screw it. Now I can't watch the dang show. I still think that was absolutely stupid that they finished that way. That whole 8th season, screw you. That's not George Martin either. That's HBO. Screw you. You screwed the whole show. Just killed the character in like 2 episodes. Just changed 8 seasons of work in 2 frickin' episodes. Anyway. Spoiler, Danny Smith Jr. will get a 40-40 season in his career. 40 walks and 40 strikeouts. Thank you, Harris. Glad you could make it. But Martin says he has pages. I'm sure he does. All right, Joe Boyce got the win. 5 solid innings. I was kind of curious. I thought Boyce could have gone longer. 5 hits, no earned runs. He walked 1 and struck out 4. 71 pitches on the day for the left-hander. Earns his 2nd career victory. William Money got a hold, 2 innings of work, struck out 3. No one got aboard from them. Blake Wyman allowed a hit in 2 walks and 2/3, but walked the bases, but nobody scored as Ty Buttrey came in. Got a 4-out save, striking out 2 of those guys. That is Buttrey's 11th save on the year. Player of the game, I gotta think, is Joe Boyce. But it's T-Mac. That makes sense. I mean, he went 7 innings. He kicked butt. 24 batters face, and only 2 got aboard. Or 3. So, all right. Let's quickly look at the scores. We didn't even look at those at all today. And let me quickly preview where we will go. And we don't have many, well, coaches out there. Coach is playing football? What the frig? Man, Coach must really be pissed off with Madden. He really has to. You want me to raid Amaranth? She won't even notice, but you want me to raid Amaranth? Because apparently she's in a recommended for me. No, I'm not following Amaranth. I know about her drama last week. But. All right. Mariners will defeat the Phillies 4-3, but they needed 13 innings to do it. They had a 29th home run on the year from Pedro Serrano, but Chris Stout also hit his 11th to assist Bryce Harper. 2 home runs in the defeat. Indians will defeat the Rangers 11-7. Whip Sentner improves to 7-3 on the year. Bobby Gilliam, his 12th home run since being called up. Danny Bradford, 17 home runs. The Rangers are now back to 500 on the season. She got a T3 sub to your channel. Does she? That can't be possible. I'm pretty sure Amareth is not sub to my channel. You watch this game, the Jays defeating the Orioles by shutting them out 3-0. That probably surprised many of you. Joe Boyce gets the victory. Had one, not current? Okay. Joe Boyce is 2-0 on the year, 2.21 ERA now for him. Ty Buttrey got his 11th save, and Richard Arena his first home run on the year. Evan White helped the Twins beat the Red Sox 3-2 at Fenway Park. Joe Quintal got his 6th win on the year. Royals defeat the Tigers 5-2. Matt McClendon improving to 7-3. Royals looking smarter and smarter, continuing to have faith in McClendon as he is starting to pay them back with some dividends now. 7 wins on the year. Devin Watts, his 14th save. Francisco Mejia, his 6th home run on the year. Maybe his 2nd with the Orioles? Yeah, Orioles. 2nd with the Royals. He did have 1 with the Orioles, though. Julio Reyes was injured while pitching. We'll check on that. Athletics will finally end their 6-game losing streak as they beat the Astros 5-2. Will Cabrera got 2 home runs on the year, on the game for that one, helping Frankie Montas get the victory. He's 4-3 on the season now. Yankees defeat the White Sox by an 8-6 score. They score 3 runs in the top of the 9th to earn that victory, as Joe Kelly Fight Club takes the loss. Joe Kelly Fight Club's more getting pummeled these days. Miguel Geraldo, his 9th home run in the loss. Esteban Florial got his 18th home run on the year. Angels defeat the Dodgers in 12, 3-2 victory as they will walk off. Home runs for Rob Metzler and the Dill Bomber Charlie Dillard, but not enough as Tanner Scott earns the victory, now 5-1 on the year. Giants will defeat the Rockies 4-3 in extras, so Jenny Ronson does not get the victory. 4-3 victory in that one. Seiya Suzuki got his 21st home run on the season. By the way, that was away, for those of you questioning if Seiya Suzuki has any offense away from Coors. He has plenty. Mets defeat the Marlins 9-2. Freddie Zamora gets his 2nd on the year. Roberto Villeman his 7th. Mason Engler will lock down his 1st win on the season as they beat the Marlins 9-2. Rays defeat the Pirates 4-3. Efren Contreras outduels Cody Koshin to get the victory in that one. Bobby Wall, the Peanut Man, gets the save in that one, his 3rd. Charles, I say this platonically, but with respect. I love you, but I haven't heard from you in 2 months, and I hope everything is okay with you. The Tampa Bay Rays are officially available. Anybody who wants to take over the Rays that hears this, I don't keep a waiting list. I look for the best possible candidate that fits the 30, well, soon to be 31 other GMs. There are technically 31 GMs. The other 2 teams, the expansion teams, are already covered. So we are now officially looking for Tampa Bay Rays GM. I really hate that I have to do it, but I haven't heard from Charles in 2 months, and plenty of people are trying to reach him. So because the end of the stream is here, Rays are officially available. That is a still strong team. So we're looking for applications on that effective immediately. We need to have that team ready to go for the draft on November 2nd. Honestly, I hate that I had to say that. Reds defeat the Brewers 6-1. Brendan Two-Way McKay will, speaking of the Rays, Brendan McKay, who made his big stuff with the Rays, gets his 2nd win on the year. And Edgar Barrios continues to show the promise that the Reds believed in him with his 25th home run on the year. Nationals will defeat the Cubs 3-2 despite the best efforts of Kent Hrbek Jr. and Brendan Rodgers. Ty Madden gets his 8th home run on the his 8th win on the year. Again, probably the weirdest 8-0 pitcher that we have in eMLB this year. Well, they don't have many 8-0s, but for anyone who's undefeated, Ty Madden might be the weirdest guy to end up being undefeated here, as he just looks miserable when he pitches at home. Cardinals defeat the Diamondbacks 6-4. They needed 2 in the top of the ninth to do it. Benny the Jet Rodriguez, community credit player of Yankee Rings, he has his 18th, but 2 home runs from community credit player of Aaron Silence. Aaron Cross got to the 20 mark, but unfortunately in the loss. Finally, Padres will defeat the Braves 11-6. Fernando Tatis Jr. got his 13th on the year. Matty Wallner have suitcase will travel. Matt Wallner 10 home runs on the year. That gets past the Braves, who had 3 home runs, 2 from Aiden Pearson, the son of Aiden Pearson. And then hold on, Andrew got a boost first. Congrats, Andrew. But I have to say it because you can't see it. Et puis, Jacques Landry gets his 6th home run on the year as a member of the Braves. Not enough, though, as the Padres will win 11-6. Let's sim the day. Remember, this was the last day on the sim. I don't see anybody out of the park on right now. And no, I'm not going to rate Amaranth. Unless you have a different recommendation, Coach is most likely to get the raid. Again, for any of you who do not know, and I hope you do if you're in the Discord, again, thoughts, prayers, whatever positive energy you believe in, let's think as best as we can and be as positive as we can towards Coach and his family, who, of course, their 8-year-old niece is dealing with their 2nd bout of leukemia. It is stories like that is why I do what I do in August with your help. And I'm so sick and tired of hearing all that. I really am. I really hate hearing such an innocent soul deal with so much suffering and pain. It changes. And again, please, 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 I'm not here to trample on anyone's beliefs, but it has killed a lot of my beliefs that type of punishment, there's no positive spin you can put on why I had to watch my son in pain when one of his friends died in 3rd grade. There is no positive spin you can put on it. There's no religious support you can give a story like that. And it's stuff like that that just makes me focused on what I can do as a human being to help. So anything you can do to help out Coach, even if it's just getting the message out on Addy, it means the world to me. So, let's see if we have any injuries here. Of course, the injuries got whacked onto the... Hey, too many. So, let's see what we got here. We started on Monday, so Tim Anderson pulled an abdominal muscle. He's day-to-day. He's probably fine now. Ha-Sung Kim from the Diamondbacks has a hamstring tendonitis, expected to miss a couple of weeks, so he'll probably be back after the long All-Star break. Same for Jim Stone, who suffered a concussion. Best of luck for Jimmy to be back soon and back as he's used to, because Jim has been an impressive 1.0 player playing in the 2.0 universe. Matty Toke also injured, hit by a pitch, but that was just a small precautionary measure. Phil Aiken, bruised forearm, day-to-day, probably fine now. Julio Arias had a tender shoulder, might not miss his next start. We'll keep an eye on that. Ahmed Rosario for the Athletics, mild oblique strain, will be fine. Victor Munoz, I got a boo-boo on my finger, but he's day-to-day. He'll be fine. And Jordan Anderson for the Rockies, back tightness. That will probably slow him down going into the weekend. Luis Zubieta, flu-like symptoms. He got the cooties, and he got it good because he's going to be day-to-day for a few days. There it is again, guys. As a friendly reminder, the draft is official November 2nd, 6 o'clock. We hope to have plenty of content for you guys to be able to see prior to that, not just here, but from our friends on the Joes on the Pros team. That's Anju, that's JR, that's Aiden, that's Brendan. We hope to give you some good content leading up to the draft. And if we're lucky, maybe we'll get some GMs or maybe even some community-created players to talk about their hopes for this coming draft. Either way, it will be fun. So, next broadcast will be on Tuesday as I get us ready to go and get the file out in your direction. Oh, I got to trade. That's right. I got to do the trade first. So I'll do that after. So, with that, we'll send it over to the craziest coach we know. Again, let's give him as much energy as we can for what that family has been dealing with. And again, it's their niece, their 8-year-old niece, on their second bout with leukemia. Factor Litterbox, I go. Fluffy Ninjas do assassinate, and you're looking at their victim. So next time I can find some glue and tape, I'm going to put my head back on straight, and we will be back in front of you. Tuesday night, 7 o'clock. Same cat time, same cat channel. Looking forward to it. Draft is expected to be official on that day. If you want to make a player, what are you waiting for? You literally don't have any more time. Drop everything and get to it. That's all I can say, because if you wait 24 hours, I can't promise I'm going to get it in the file. I can't. So no time like the present. Get it done so that puts a better chance for me to get it done. Let the boss battle happen. Oh, I'll let the boss battle happen. Hold on. And then I will jump in on it, and then we'll raid Crazy Coach after the boss battle's done. So how are you? How's the family? Everything good on your end? Are you all right? I mean it. Again, I might be a busy dude, but I'm never too busy for that. So I am too. Yes, dragons be darned. Boss battles first. Right? It gives me a chance to see, did anybody sign an extension? Well, Williams Jerez signed, the former Red, signed with the Marlins. 84 hairball short. Yes, you could still get a win. Let's see. Dane Dunning cleared by the Athletics off of waivers. Ty Madden, 8-0 record earned you a 4-year extension. $18.8 million, apparently. All right. Boss battle is done. Crazy Coach is being signed, set up. And with that, a reminder. How you think directs your life. When you think you're best, you're going to be your best. So we hope you do your best. And we hope to see you on Tuesday. Let's go say hi to Coach. Join us. Peace. Have a great night.
You jackass!